Two biggest obstacles there is with Amazon FBA is being able to find the best products to purchase and having enough money to make those purchases. That's the hardest thing when you're growing your Amazon FBA business. I can give you the tools that you need to be able to find the best products, and by finding the best products means finding the best wholesalers or distributors, people that will allow you to buy huge quantity at a very, very good discount. And also it allows you to replenish these deals. So effectively, when you find a product, that could be your product for life. Hey everyone, it's Damien again. And if you haven't heard me or seen me, I'm an Amazon FBA seller, and I have been for a few years now. And myself personally, outside of Amazon, I have actually been doing e-commerce selling for 10 years. So I'm fairly au fait of what I'm doing. This video, we're going to talk about one of the biggest problems, and that is getting good wholesale lists, getting a way of getting the foot in the door to allow you to open up a whole world of wholesale, buying large quantities, selling large quantities of goods on a regular basis at discounted prices. I've done some recording out, unpacking the stuff, showing you sort of behind the scenes. So there's plenty in this video to get your teeth into. First off, what is a wholesale supplier? Well, a wholesale supplier is very, very straightforward. There's usually a brand or a manufacturer of a good, and what they do then, instead of being directly dealing with all the sales, they will outsource it. Usually big brand names have a preferred wholesaler, for example. But just to keep it simple, brand, wholesaler, then it usually goes out to people like myself who then sell on to a customer. That's normally the process. So your brand will make their profit margins be whatever it's going to be. They will then give it to the distributor or the wholesaler. They will then calculate what profit margins they want to make on that price. Then it goes to the likes of myself who buys from the wholesaler, and then I ship it on to the customer. That's generally the chain. Now, what can get a bit confusing about it is the brand gives it to the wholesaler, wholesaler gives it to a distributor, distributor gives it to a distributor, the distributor gives it to a distributor, distributor gives it to a distributor, distributor. That's the thing. It can go down the chain so many times, and you have to try and find where you sit with it. We're going to talk about tips of how to actually just get directly in with the brand, maybe some ways of being able to cut out all those extra people, because if a product starts off, say, at 1, then they put 10% on, and then the next person puts on their percentage is at 130, then it's 140, 150. You can see how everyone adds on their profit before it goes to the customer. To be competitive, if the product maximum is selling on Amazon at £5, you use all the different tools, you work out exactly, well, how much profit will I make if I buy it at this price? Oh, I'm not profitable. Okay, can I go cheaper? Can I buy perhaps a bigger quantity of the goods? Will that reduce the price? A lot of big wholesalers will do that. If you buy 5 of them, you'll get no discount, but if you buy 50 of them, you'll get maybe an extra 5%, 100 of them, 10%. Things like that. Now, we've covered this in other videos before. There is many ways to do Amazon FBA. There is retail arbitrage, which is going out, scanning the stores, having a look for a deal, perhaps clearance sections. Then there's the online version, which is similar again. It's a lot more easier in my opinion. But again, for me, you'll want to be looking at wholesale. Wholesale's the end goal. You maybe start off with OA or RA as it's known, because that's an easier, cheaper, low risk entry level. With wholesale, like I said at the start of this video, you're going to need cash. You're going to have good, strong foundations of your business to allow you to put big money down. A lot of wholesale orders could be minimum orders, minimum valued orders, something like $500, maybe $1,000, and some might have fees on top of that, transportation fees. You don't know until you've read the terms of every different distributor or wholesaler. So there's a lot of different things there, and like I said, it's usually buying big quantities. They don't deal with buying 1 or 2 of these items. It's usually per box, and a box could have 60 units in a box. So you need to be able to understand, will this product sell well? What is the price I'm getting at? Is it safe? Will I get took off the listing? Am I eligible to sell it? Because if you're not sure of those things, you're maybe going to run into problems, especially if you buy a huge quantity of something and then you go to ship it and you realize, oh no, I can't sell this. You're screwed, because there's no real comeback. It's not like your local shop where you can go into Costco and go, here, there's my receipt, can I have my money back? It doesn't work like that. This is wholesale. Once you get the products, and as long as they're in good condition, that's it. You're stuck with them. Now, before we get into it properly, I'm going to show you how I started my day. This is Sunday. I went out, I did my wholesale order that came on Friday, packed it all up and got it all sitting ready to go. It will be collected tomorrow and shipped off then to Amazon. It was a great day today, sunny weather, so I thought I'd take advantage of doing a video. Morning all, lovely sunny day in Belfast. Just going to work here, Amazon Dream. Getting into the garage. The garage. This is where I like to do all my Amazon deals. So today's video, we're going to have a look. All my makeup orders, we've got them in here, as you can see. Counted them all, make sure. I just like to double check. Very rare that we get the quantities wrong, but we've got them all packed up. A few toys. I'm going to pack up about 180 units, we reckon here. Time is now 20 past 10 in the morning. Plan is hopefully be done by 12. And then the plan is, as you can see out the back there, is to crack open my hot tub, get in and play with the kids. It's Sunday. Family time is important, but if you get up, you can do a couple of hours on a Sunday. Everything is fine. Now it's just a case of firing up that laptop, not that one, this one now, and get that fired up. Put them all on Amazon. It'll take me, I'm hoping, it's 20 past 10. I'm hoping by, well, I'm hoping about an hour and a bit. So that should get those units packed up, get them shipped to Amazon tomorrow. And that's this week's work done. As you can see, good enough space, plenty of boxes, plenty of goods. I really enjoy doing it on a Sunday because it's just so casual. I try not to do anything else on a Sunday. I always spare 1 or 2 hours for that. And like I said, I'm recording this video for a couple of hours. That's a casual, really relaxed Sunday over a span of sort of a 12-hour period, just casually doing it. I love that and really sets me up for a good week ahead. But now let's get into the actual depth of it. How did I get these wholesalers? How did I get these products? Well, the first thing you want to do is find a winning product. You want to find a product that's going to meet your criteria. It doesn't have to sell 1,000 million units a month, but you want something that's going to get you decent return. And as I said, going back to the minimum box, depends on the goods. You might get away with it. If your minimum box has only got 5 units in it and your product that you're selling only sells 20 a month, but you're maybe the only FBA seller on that would be a good product. So I'm just going to show you how you find a really good product, and then you can tweak with the settings that I'll show you how you can apply that to your own business. As always, you can log in straight into Amazon Scout and do it from there, but we're actually going to do it a different way. We're going to just do it through Amazon. We're on Amazon.com. What you'll do is you'll go through, have a scroll down. You might want to have an idea of a category. Try to have a think about it. Smaller goods are better for selling and different things like that. So let's say we will go with makeup. Here we go. We have Elf. Let's just click on this. Seems to have good rating. 25,000 ratings. That seems very good. So I would assume that this will sell well, but never assume anything because it makes an ass out of you and me. What we will do is use our tools. And as I said, what I'm going to talk about here can be applied to anything. The principles are the same. It doesn't really matter about the product. The product is just an example to show you the tool itself. First thing I do with AMZ Scout, and this is why you pay for the software because it'll just save so much time. First thing I see here, product score for reselling, 5. Now you'll get more customized and more you use this, you'll know what that means. But why? High competition. A lot of sellers sell this product, so you're up against it. That's where you need to make sure you've got the best price. So if this is your first sort of type of wholesale product, I probably would avoid it. Minimum sales is good, but that high competition is a killer. So this maybe wouldn't be one worth going for. The Pro extension can definitely do everything you need it to do. It's a different way of doing it, going through, type it in, searching, maybe using Amazon's metrics to see what their ratings are like. You can go down Amazon's list and use AMZ Scout's overview of every product, maybe get a steer that way. But for me, I actually prefer this to go into their actual website. What I love to do is also read these reports, trying to show you all the different features here, but this is great. This allows you to go into April 2024, May 2024 and see exactly what the report is. It gives you all the information. It tells you exactly what countries, what places are selling best. You can get information from this. You can scroll down. It tells you every little bit of information. Look at the hot trending products. Say this insulated stainless steel water bottle. Is that a good place to go with? Now, this would be a good private label product, but is there a way of being able to sell a brand potentially on this? That's the way I like to think about it. This is another special way, that unique way that I do it. I type in insulated stainless steel bottle. So we start to look at this and go, okay, is there any of these products that have been a brand? So Stanley, I know for a fact Stanley is a big brand. It tells me there's only two sellers on it. So straight away I'm thinking, it's probably a private label good. I'm not going to be able to sell that. Thank God for AMZ Scout, because you could probably source this, buy from them directly, try to sell it on Amazon, and it isn't going to happen. So in that scenario, we found a great product that you could sell that's making great profit, selling very well, but it's probably private label. There's no sellers. So what else can we do? Well, you can continue on down this road and keep looking for all these different methods. And I do advise you to try and explore and use all the different methods you can. But again, going back to AMC, if we go to product database, now clear all, maybe go to say toys, games, for example. We click on this, you can hit find and it'll search, which is fine. Manually, you can go through this then and look. But what I like to do is more filters. So what we're looking for, seller type, FBA, the rank you can put in, sales rank, the number of sellers. We want at least 3 sellers. That can kind of give us a gauge that there is an FBA product. So I'll just search for that. We're not going to worry about the selling because I'm going to show you that in a moment. So what we'll do is we scroll across here and you can see product score for reselling. You can filter this from bottom to the top. Obviously top 10 being 10. Look at the difference here. Low competition, high sales. So it's identifying these things potentially as good selling products. So we could have a look down this list and see which ones we think would be good. Skillmatics, this one, it says it's new. It says it's trending. Okay, so this looks good. Rank 8. Phenomenal. Kids, proper crafts, a sub rank. What's it saying here? 10, of course it is. Estimated sales, 20,000 sales. Estimated revenue, $406,000. Price $19.97. Fees, there's your net, there's your everything, reviews, the rating, the weight, everything you want to know about it is there. So that's the product. We'll hit the Pro extension and then it'll bring up all the information again. And then this, what I like about this is then I can maybe find other either similar products from the same brand. So without a doubt, this product is fantastic. So what you could do then is Google Skillmatics. I would just type in Skillmatics Wholesale and straight away it brings up their website and retailer. Well, that's just what I do, and then I rinse and repeat, and I just keep trying to find products like that. It seems straightforward, but we'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. Now we have an idea of what kind of product we want to sell. We need to find the person that's going to give us the best price for this. Now there's many ways of being able to do this. You can manually do it, and how you manually do it is Google. Just search. It's simple. Now you'll have to do a bit of digging, maybe try and find a company name. It might not be registered underneath that. For example, everyone thinks Facebook is Facebook, but really the company name is Meta. That's the difference, what I'm talking about. You might think, oh, that's the brand and that must be what is called the company. That's not the case. So you have to do a bit of digging and that will take time. But if you Google it, you will find things very, very straightforward. For me, I would normally type in the brand name and type in wholesale list and see if something like that comes up. And you will find plenty of different things. You'll have to pick up the phone, get in with these guys and ask the questions. Can you supply me this brand name? They may be able to, they may not, or they might point you in the right direction. That's what I'm saying when it comes to wholesale. You get the rewards at the end, not at the start. RA in a way, it's quick, it's easy. Buy something, you find it, you scan it, you know you're making money, you ship it in. With wholesale, you have to do all this work and it can take you hours and hours and weeks to find through and source those products the best you can. But once you've got them and you've got your foot in the door, usually then it's all replenishing and making money from here on out. There is other sites that you can go on to, wholesale directories, and you can pay for this. You can go to maybe trade shows, get your foot in the door, maybe shake a few hands, things like that, join Facebook groups, community groups, just to help people grow Amazon FBA. But for me, the best method is just going directly to the brand. Make sure you have a business email address, try to be a bit more professional about things. But if you can, just go directly to them, just ask them the question. How do I go about being a wholesaler? How do I go about being a distributor? How do I go about selling this good? they will give you the details. Usually it'll be a distributor, and then they're the people that you deal with. That's the best tip that I can give you. But you still have to hand somebody a lot of money, and if it's just a wee bit uncertain, there is ways that you can vet that company by just doing a search for the company name, make sure they've been paying their bills, do review searches, check on Reddit forums, different things. How is people's experiences been with this brand, this company? Are they safe, or have they been reliable in the past? How long have they been about? Are they a new company? Have they been around for 10, 15, 20 years? Company with that type of stature, generally speaking, they're going to be fine. They're going to be safe. They're not going to be in business for 20 years if they're con men. So just have a think about that. Be sure before you hand over the money. If you are paying bank transfer, make sure you've got every digit correct. Everything's all above board. You don't want to make a mistake at this stage. Just to summarize everything, there's the two big problems that everyone has: finding good products and cash. If you need the cash, you do RA and OA. Retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. Build up your cash pile to be able to do a wholesale order. If you've got the cash, I'm not saying completely give up on RA or OA, but what I'm saying is complement it, or at least go straight for the wholesale. If you've got the cash, learn wholesale, do whatever it takes to understand wholesale business model. Then search, find, use AMZ Scout to find the best products out there that you know are going to sell well, that maybe done well on the scoring ranking that we showed you. Look at these things. The products are good. Go find how you buy those products. Phone around the country. Ask everyone, did you see in the street? How do I go about sourcing this? And trust me, if you ask enough questions, you'll get the answer eventually. And that answer is going to potentially make you a lot of money for many, many months and years to come. Hopefully this is another video that shows you that Amazon FBA really can be a business model for you. Stop thinking about it. You've watched enough of these videos. Pick up your laptop, get stuck in, start learning this, and you too can become an Amazon FBA seller. Use the links down below to get AMZ tools. Don't mess about. Take it serious. Get the tools that you need to be able to do this. And the best part is we're giving away a free trial if you use the link down below, so you really can't lose. See you in the next video, guys. Peace.